Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. Yes, I agree. Mm-hmm. Well, I know we only have a few days left until Christmas, Bernard. That's why it's essential that we get the elves back to work as quickly as possible. Yes, I know the overtime is going to be an avalanche this year, but think of the children. I mean, surely the elves agree that their toil and hard work is worth it to bring joy to billions of children. Look, Bernard, work with me here. Yes, you know Santa and I and everyone else at the Claus Corporation are dedicated to the well-being of our workers. So what's it going to take to get the job done? Hello there, dear. Come in, sit down. I'll be with you in just a minute, okay? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, of course, we can do double pay for overtime. Triple, yeah, triple for Christmas Eve. 4 months paid vacation? On top of Christmas bonuses? Bernard, be reasonable. The elves only work 6 months out of the year to begin with. Do you really think that's fair? Okay, how about we compromise at 3 months paid vacation, and Santa will throw in season tickets to the reindeer games and VIP meet and greets with Vixen and Cupid. Oh, Rudolph? I don't know if that's going to be possible. You know Rudolph's schedule is very full. All right, I'll check the schedule. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just 1 minute here. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at his schedule now. You know, I'm afraid Rudolph's schedule is really packed tighter than a snowbank. I don't think that's going to be possible. I'm sorry. No Rudolph, no deal. Okay, you know, we might be able to move a few things around. Yeah. We could cancel his appearance at Frosty's Wonderland Gala. And, you know, he really has been wanting to get out of the Christmas and July gigs for a while now, so... Yeah, I think we can make that work. We'll squeeze it in somehow. Ugh, Bernard, that is such wonderful news. Thank you. I'm so glad we could come to an understanding. Santa will be thrilled. Mm-hmm. Yes, I will get the paperwork drawn up, and in the meantime, you just make sure the elves get back to work, okay? Yes, I agree. The elves are the heart and soul of the Claus Corporation. Yes. Mm-hmm. The magic of Christmas would not be possible without you and your team. I totally agree. We are so grateful. Thank you, Bernard. Okay. Bernard, I do need to let you go. I have another appointment here waiting for me. Yes. Yeah, Santa and I will be stopping by the workshop first thing in the morning. Yes. So we will see you then, okay? All right. Take care, Bernard. All right. Bye-bye. I am so sorry to keep you waiting, dearie. That was the annual negotiations with the Elf Labor Union. They really decided to play hardball this year, but I think we got that sorted. So, now, what can I do for you, my dear? I believe my secretary did make a note. That's right. You wanted to inquire about your status on the list. Is that correct? Well, certainly we can look into that for you. But first, I see you are still shivering from head to toe. You poor thing. Come here, scoot closer by the fire. We are having quite an extreme winter this year, and you Southerners, you never could tolerate these Arctic temperatures. Luckily, I have just the thing for you. Earlier today, we had a fresh batch of North Pole hot chocolate delivered to the castle. Elven made. Shaken, not stirred, of course. You just give that a little swishing to make sure the cinnamon isn't settled on the bottom. It has magical warming properties that should spread through your body like that. So, you take some sips of that and you should be warmed up in no time. Now, let me just grab the list. Now, remind me of your last name. That's right. I remember when you wrote us your first Christmas letter. Oh, Santa and I never forget a letter. If I remember correctly, you were in the first grade and you had just gotten the hang of writing complete sentences. You were so proud of yourself. And Santa and I were so proud of you. You did misspell Santa's name as Satan. But that's a very common mistake, especially for first-timers. You asked for that toy that you'd been wanting for months. All the other kids at school had it. What was that? That was it. Yes, precisely. You know, Santa put the finishing touches on that gift himself. And the look on your face when you opened it on Christmas morning, it's things like that that really remind us why we got into this business to begin with. I don't know why you're worried. I mean, you've almost always been on the nice list. Except for, a few years in high school and college when you were, going through that phase. But, you've been on a rather impressive nice streak these past few years, so, closer. Oh no. I'm so sorry to tell you this, but It does appear you're on the naughty list this year. That is a shame. To be fair, though, it has been a rather difficult year for all of humanity. We have had a massive uptick of names on the naughty list who aren't normally there. For example, Keanu Reeves and Dolly Parton. I know. We were shocked. So, you're not alone. No one can be perfect all the time. The best we can do is just strive to be better. And the naughty list isn't forever. You'll get to start fresh next year, have the slate wiped clean, just like it is for everyone. I am sorry, though. I know that's not the news you were hoping to hear. Do you have any idea why you might be on the naughty list? There is a note here. Let me see. It says that you weren't quite as kind with your words and actions as you could have been. And there was a rather big incident with a particular individual. Does that ring any bells? Yeah, it sounds like that's it. Well, Santa may have decided that you were naughty, but would you like to tell me your side of the story? Oh, I see. That is a very uncomfortable position to be in. And what did they do? No. They said that? Oh, how awful. Oh. Well, I can assure you they are most certainly on the naughty list. And what did you do? And then? Oh, my dear. Well, that's not exactly what we would call taking the high road. But, to be honest, it does sound like they deserved it. Still, though, two naughties do not make a nice. Can I just ask, though? You're normally so much better at being the bigger person in these kinds of situations. Do you have any notion as to why you decided to stoop to their level? You've been going through a tough time lately, struggling with some anger and depression issues. I see. Well, that does make perfect sense. It is much easier to lash out and make poor choices when one is unhappy within oneself. we can't very well be good to others when we're not being good to ourselves. So I would say you need to start there first, okay? Taking better care of yourself, and the niceness will follow. I think Santa is still out with the reindeer. We should have a few minutes. I'm going to do something for you, but this is a one-time thing, okay? And I need your word that this will be our little secret, okay? You know, for a long time now, I've really felt that Santa can be far too strict with these kinds of guidelines. He just arbitrarily judges people nice and naughty without really digging into the deeper circumstances of each individual case. But we're going to fix that for you. I'm going to fix the list. Okay. Keep an eye out for me, okay? And N I C E. All right, my dear, you are now officially on the nice list. Oh, it's my pleasure, really. Everyone deserves their Christmas miracle. But you are on your own next year, okay? But hopefully this will give you a nice boost in the right direction so you can have a happy and lighthearted holiday and get things off on the right foot in the new year. I'm happy to help, my dear. But I'll be keeping an eye on the list to make sure you end up in the nice column next year. You have to get back to your nice streak after all. I do need to run. Mrs. Claus's itinerary is always full this close to Christmas, so I have other things to attend to. But you finish your hot chocolate and just relax by the fire, knowing that all the presents you deserve will be waiting for you on Christmas morning under the tree. You're so welcome, my dear. Now you have a truly fantastic holiday, and be well. Take better care of yourself in the new year. Promise? Good. And I'll be waiting for your letter next year. Merry Christmas.